updating the website on the tablet and also the mobile version to make it as responsive as possible. Some elements will take a long time, so I might skip them so for the sake of the video so we don't get stuck. But others we can just move quickly through and adjust when we can. And also thank you so much for subscribing. We already reached 500 subscribers, and I'm really thankful. And hopefully we can reach as easily or even more easy than this one 1K very soon, hopefully by the end of the year. So without further ado, let's see what else do we need to align here on the tablet. We wanted to change this distance between, and let's see if there is a gap somewhere here that we can actually adjust and remove, because it says it mixed padding. Okay, this is on the sides, but I see that there is a, how to say, space between this stack and the space within the actual cell. So here I'm gonna say, okay, this is 0, but what about this one? We cannot change the actual height, so we can just drag this one and make it closer. Okay, now this fixed the issue. In between this we can add like 10 pixels probably, and this is within the box, so it looks fine. Maybe just a little bit more space. Okay, now it has more breathing space and it looks good. The frequently asked questions are adjusted. Let's see, do we need to reduce the space here? Maybe a little bit if we can drag it. Yeah, let's shrink it a little bit and see if that will ruin the rest of the section, or it will be okay. It is okay. All right, sometimes it happens that some elements just don't like adjusting and they get squished. So let's see, can we fix this one? I think it was not the problem, but the fact that has a break here, line break. So this is all breakpoints updated with your recent changes. Yes, this means that on desktop as well, this will have like a normal follow-up, not going to have like an enter in between. Now, how do we fix this button not to be as stretched? Let's go to edit form and see if within there we can adjust the width of the button, because it gets the whole width and looks a little bit too much spread out like this. I really don't like this. So here I don't have the pixels, but let me try and see if I can maybe keep it on the left side like this. Will this work? Let's see, maybe a little bit shorter. I think this one is good size. It contains the phrase opa. I think this one was the one the Wix Studio liked, and contains the copy and also is similar height as the first name. Let's see if that will be updated or not. Yes, it was. Okay, great. So now it looks a little bit more presentable. The email is also too long, but here we can just adjust the whole form. Let me, or the whole stack. We can make it to be not 678, but let's say 650 or even 640, and place it in the middle of the whole section. And now it looks a little bit more neat than it was before. The actual footer that we have here presented, it looks okay. I would probably add a little bit of item spacing, maybe 10 pixels each or 5. It's in percentage, so let me do 5%. And and see how it looks like. I think it's better now. And the details I will leave as they are because I'm going to submit it as how do you call it, template later on. So we don't really care about the copy as much. It's just an example text. So I think it's going to be okay as it is for now. And since we already fixed the tablet pretty much, I think it's time to go and fix the mobile, which is the hardest one to work on. And also I would like to open the menu. Let me see in preview if we can toggle it. Okay, let's see if we can edit it while it's open and see. We cannot. So let me see in the layers. Here is section, header, cell, okay, stack. There is a hidden button here if you can see. That's the one that is the call to action we have on desktop, the menu. And now we can edit the menu. All right, this is how it looks like when it's open. Thank you for the likes, I appreciate it. Tap outside to close, show background overlay. What if we don't show the background overlay? What will happen? Probably it will remove. Let's see. Do we have unstretch? Okay, interesting. Let me just preview and see how it looks like. I don't know what that meant, the background overlay, but we shall see. This is the look of the menu from the outside before it's being pressed. So this is a little animation that can have. Okay. Icon only. Okay. What else do we how we can change it to be like this? All right, edit menu. This is what we'll have inside. All right, and let me just keep it as it was. Can we reduce maybe the opacity? Yes, we can, but it doesn't seem as accessible. But can we change the background size? This is the background of the menu, as you can see here on the left. Design regular. Can I change the width though? Let me see the background. I cannot change the width. I wish it was like on half. I want to split it in half. Not to take the whole. Let me see, maybe if I, what was it here? The layout, no, edit menu, and then show background overlay. Let me see if this works. Okay, I will have to search up this, how to move it. I really want when it's open to not be taking over the whole space. And I know it's possible. I just need to find out how to do it. Unstretched, maybe. Yes, exactly. So mess around and find out. So let me see. This is going to be the menu, but can I put it on the top? And then I want it to be a little bit away from this corner, a little bit more. Yes, so I want it to be something like this, but also let's make it 390 so it can take the whole space. And remove this. Yes, I don't want it to take the whole screen. I just want this portion to be the menu. Even smaller, because who needs that big of a menu if we can avoid it, right? Okay, 470 seems to be the limit, so we're gonna leave it as it is. If I put this one, would it work? It did. Okay, it can be also centered, but we don't want that. I want it on top. Okay, perfect. Let's test it out and see how it behaves when it's previewed. Yes, okay. Maybe we can also add a little border to make sure that it's clear that this is a menu. Let me see. When it's opened, let's add a little border. One pixel, and the color will be this one. Let's see how it looks like. We can also remove certain edges. Okay, let me actually remove some of the edges of the border. Since we can toggle the top and bottom, let me unlock this area here, as you can see on this corner, and remove this one to be 0 pixels. And I don't want this one to have a border as well. I just want the bottom to have a border. And maybe make it 2 pixels. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, not the best, but for now it will work as a actual border between the overlay and the other. Some shadow, I don't know if it's possible to be added, but we can explore that as well. Like a very, very subtle shadow on the background on the open menu. Let's see. Yes, it is possible. Outer, okay. Color, maybe this one. But if I can do like a blur 4 pixels, size 1 pixel, how does it look like? Outer drop, outer. Okay, let's see. I think it looks a little bit too dense and dramatic. I want a background selection, yes. Wait, where did I put the background shadow? Wasn't it on this one? On the whole hamburger menu? Yes, it was. Okay. Let me see. 100%, what does it mean? Visibility? Opacity? Here they haven't clarified what does it mean 50 or 100%, but I assume that that's the opacity. Let's do 50% and distance 2, blur 10. I don't know why this had like a exclamation mark, but maybe we can do even more blur. 1 pixel, would it be working well? Let me see, maybe also we can reduce it to 30 pixels. Now these are the things that are not essential for the website, but are nice touches. And this is my reminder midway through the stream to tell you to subscribe if you want to see the final result of the template. And I think that looks better now. It has a little bit distinction between the overlay and the actual website. So let me see what else can we fix here. I think this was okay here. Oh, this one is a little bit too stretched for sure. Let me push it up. Maybe the cell, if I can push the cell by grabbing this one. No. Okay, let me see. This is the height. Okay. And what about the cell height? It's not adjustable. What about the image? Also not able to be adjusted. Interesting. How we're going to tackle this limitation? And last time we did something here and it seemed like it worked, but now when I check again, it doesn't. Let me stretch it once again. And it disappeared all the way to the bottom. Why? God knows. Let's see. Do we have too much spacing between these cells? It doesn't say. Okay, would it work if I move the whole repeater a little bit higher? It seems like it's working. What about if I center it and tell the repeater I want you to have a margin from the top to be 200 pixels so you can actually stick to something? It takes the bottom. Why to the bottom? I don't want you to be locked to the bottom. I want you to be holding on to the top. But why does it have only 200 from so far? Okay, it's still locked into the bottom. Do you see this? This is the dock to the bottom. So that's why it goes so low. Is it because of the height of the whole thing? Let me fix it then. If this is connected to the bottom, let me just push it back there with 200 pixels. No, 50 pixels from the bottom. And then just shrink the whole section and see what happens. The section is too big for this screen, and now when I change the full height, it actually behaves a little bit more normal. Alright, even the image became a little bit more reasonable. Here, I don't think we need that much padding. I think 10 pixels would be fine, or even 15. Okay, not to be drastic. Let's see how much we have here. 29. Let's do it 20 everywhere. I think 20 will be good real estate for everything that we use. This is 8%. We want it to be in pixels to be more precise, and we're gonna make 20 for the sake of consistency. All right, now it looks better and takes enough space. 20 20 20, and here we're gonna make it also to be 20 pixels from the side and the bottom. All right, now it looks a little bit better. Let me just shrink a little bit more this section and see how it will behave. Okay, the image also became smaller. Interesting. I'm gonna give this one 10 gaps, but also 0 dock to the bottom. And let's see how I can fix this one. You know what? Maybe we can leave it as it is, or even hide this one. We can choose to hide this image since it takes so much space. And it was going to be just like this. And I think that's fine. Quick stats can be the only one visible here because honestly, do we need that image? Does it enhance the experience that much? No. not on mobile, so I think it's just taking real estate space in terms of design without any benefit, so we're gonna just remove it. And now I'm gonna fix the docking this time to be on the top, and it's going to be 125 pixels. Okay, now it breathes. Okay, and here I want to shrink this a little bit. Yes. Ta-da! Make sure to like and subscribe. This is how we solve the problem of having not enough space on mobile to fit the most important information. For a long time I was wondering, should we keep the actual image or not, but since it doesn't bring any value on mobile, it's better to be gone. Here the video, I think it's good to start after this image, but maybe we can also realign it. We will see how it goes. I see here that we have a little bit more space, so maybe we can bring it up a bit. And let's see, maybe we can dock this one also on the top and have 0 pixels, so we can reduce the space between. And there is a space between the elements or gaps. We're gonna make it 20 instead of 28, or even better, 10 pixels between elements. Everything in terms of spacing is on the right side. Okay, this is cute. The process works and seems well. How big is the text? 18. We can even put it on 16 because it looks quite huge. Now it has a little bit better hierarchy. The students and their reviews. Okay. Do we have 20 pixels? No, we have 38 again. Let's make it 20. Okay, nice. Now it's fitting the screen nicely. And we have 1 more minute for this speed round of responsiveness. Ooh, we have this one here all jumbled up. Okay, and this one as well. Oh, in this one too. I think we have enough for at least 1 or 2 sessions. So make sure you subscribe so you can catch the rest of the responsiveness touch-ups. And definitely we need to fix the footer as well. Thank you for the support, the likes, and subscribing. Today I'm celebrating 500 subscribers, and I'm going for a coffee date with my friend, and we're gonna study, work, and also study probably some courses and celebrate the occasion. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to see the rest of the redesign and the responsiveness touch-ups on this website. And whoever is interested, make sure to leave a comment under this live, which will be published later on, to let me know that you're interested in the template, so I can send you a link and probably tag you on community post or under the video, replying to your comment with the link to the template. It's a 1-pager and it will be fully responsive by the time I finished. And yeah, it will take probably 1 or 2 weeks for Wix Studio to approve it, to give me some feedback, and we will see. Okay, Isa, I will have you in mind. If you're subscribed, make sure to also leave a comment later, because these comments here are not saved after the live is over. So make sure you comment on the live afterwards, and I will send you the link as soon as it's out. But also we need to send it to Wix Studio so they can approve it, and later we will have a link like this one. I have already one template on Wix Studio, which is for shops, basically e-commerce website for physical and digital products for whoever wants to sell something. And I already have it live. You can check it out. All the links that I have done, like any kind of projects or templates, are in the descriptions of every video. So if you're curious, you can also check this template. It was also created with a wireframe, and all the copy and backgrounds and even these details here on the back are made by me. And you can have it for, I think right now, 172 euros. It has lots of pages, I think 12 plus pages, with a shop and a category and filters, and I really tried to make it as user friendly as possible. There is an about as well. And when we go to the home, these categories, for example, if you want to sell only earrings, your users can go here on the earrings section. And then if they want to go back, they can just click on the logo and of course go back. And yeah, if you're interested, the links will be in the description, and later after I finish the live I will post it again. And if you want to contact me through other social media, these buttons cleverly are forwarding you to my YouTube channel and Instagram and Facebook page. So yeah, everything goes back to me. It also has like policy privacy page and what was it, terms and conditions and cookie policy that you can adjust and fix for your own business. And yes, this is my first template. It was already sold once, so there's no reviews yet, but if you get it and you want to leave some feedback or have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm open to help and support any buyers at any time since it's my template. So yeah, you will also get the support from me. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one when we're gonna fix the rest of the responsiveness and these jumbled sections that look like a mess right now, but on the other breakpoints they look okay. So yeah, we're gonna fix that in probably 1 or 2 sessions, so stay tuned. Isa, I will try to find you later on, or I'm just going to press on your profile if I can get you, and send you the information later on. If not, make sure to comment after the live is posted. Thank you so much, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.